Hello everyone. Today we will learn about initiation of handoff. Initiation of handoff. So coming to this topic, here at the cell site, when the signal strength is received from mobile station to base station, then if that received signal strength reaches the level of handoff, it means if that received signal strength has the weak signal point or it is at the threshold level, then what the cell site will do? Then the cell site sends an request to the MTSO for a handoff initiation. Once again I am repeating, at, at the cell site, when the signal strength received from mobile station to base station and that particular signal strength has weak signal, or that signal strength reaches the threshold level. Threshold level means the signal strength is having the weak signal. Then the cell site then the cell site sends a request to MTSO for a handoff initiation. Then an intelligent decision will be taken by the cell site whether the handoff should be taken earlier or not. It means when cell site sends request to MTSO for handoff initiation, then an intelligent decision will be taken by the cell site. What is intelligent decision? Here intelligent decision means if the cell site has given the handoff earlier, if the cell site takes the decision earlier, then it leads to unnecessary handoff. Or if the decision was taken too late, then it is a failure handoff. It means, see, for example, this is the boundary condition or the threshold level point where the signal strength is weak. At the base station, at the cell site, if the decision was made too early, it means the mobile has not completely reached the boundary condition. So before the mobile had reached the boundary condition, the handoff has applied. Then this early handoff is called unnecessary handoff. Sometimes the mobile unit may cross the boundary condition, and after crossing the boundary condition, then a handoff is initiated. Then it becomes a failure handoff. So we have to avoid these unnecessary handoffs and failure handoffs. So to go with this, we should follow some approaches. Some We are following some approaches for successful handoff and to eliminate these unnecessary handoffs. So what are the approaches we are made to make a handoff successful? Here we are considering a minus 100 dBm threshold level. It means at the boundary condition, I am taking minus 100 dB threshold level. It means the signal strength, it represents the signal strength is weak. At this minus 100 dB, we should initiate handoff should be taken. Now for this 100 dB, I will add plus delta. So we must set up minus 100 plus delta. We should be added to this minus 100 dB. Now, when the received signal strength reaches this level, which level? Minus 100 dB plus delta, then handoff request is initiated. Now, now we will discuss about this delta. If the delta value is high, when the received signal is lower than minus 100 dB plus delta, or if delta value is large, then at this condition, at this time, unnecessary handoffs will occur. That means unnecessary handoffs means many situations like such as mobile unit reaching up to this boundary condition, and it can turn back again to the base station. It will remain in the same base station only. Or sometimes the mobile unit mobile unit stops behind the threshold level. It may stop behind the threshold level. Then the handoff should not be applied because the mobile unit is within the cell site. It has turned back within the cell site area, or it had stopped there within the cell site area. There the handoff should not be applied. But when the mobile unit is reaching the boundary condition, the MTSO had send a message to cell site to initiate the handoff. So what the cell site will do? The cell site thinks that the mobile unit has reaching the threshold level, and it applies the handoff. So here the handoff has failed because the mobile unit has turned back to the base station. Then these handoffs, these failures are called unnecessary handoffs, which may occur when delta value is large. When delta value is large. Thus, many unnecessary handoffs may occur simply because we have taken the action too early. Now, if delta is small, now I am taking delta value small. If delta is small, then there is no enough time for the call to hand off at the cell site, and many calls can be lost while they are hand off. It means it leads to late decision. It means the decision was too late, and it leads to failure handoff. Failure handoff. So these are the two handoffs, unnecessary two. These are the two types: unnecessary handoffs and failure handoffs. One is within the boundary condition, and other is after the boundary condition. So both we should be we should maintain a correct procedure. We should follow a good approach to avoid these unnecessary handoffs. So now what is the main point here? So here the delta value, therefore the delta value, here we have taken delta, right? Minus 100 dB plus delta. So what we had discussed, if delta here, if delta is large, it leads to unnecessary handoffs. If delta is small, it leads to failure handoffs. So here the conclusion point is the delta should be varied according to the path loss slope. The delta should be varied according to the path loss slope of the received signal strength and level crossing rate. So according to the path loss slope means we had already learned in the Lee model or mobile point to point model how to draw the path loss slope. We had drawn the path loss slope based on the signal strength. We had taken x-axis. X-axis represents distance and y-axis represents signal strength. There we had drawn the path loss slope. How we had drawn the path loss slope? Based on the signal strength. We had located high signal spots, low signal spots, and based on the signal spots, we had drawn the path loss slope. So here, the delta value, should be varied according to the path loss slope of the received signal. Then it represents in path loss slope we can find out where there are low signal spots and where there are high signal spots. So when there are low signal spots, the handoff is applied, and when there are high signal strength, handoff is not applied. So based on the signal strength, based on the path loss slope of the received signal strength, delta should be taken. See here graph, here it is represents dB. Here the path loss slope, here it is having good signal. So here no handoff is initiated. But see here the path loss slope is horizontal, minimum value. The path loss slope has decreased. It means at this path loss slope where the signal strength is weak, it represents there are holes. Holes means weak signal spots. So in this weak signal spots or holes area, we should apply handoff. And in other condition, here again the signal strength is low, so no need to apply handoff. See here the path loss slope has decreased gradually. If it means as the path loss slope is decreasing means there are weak signal spots. So if weak signal spots are there, then we should apply handoff. So at a weak signal spot, it means it represents the boundary condition. Here we are applying the handoff procedure. So finally the conclusion points here are there are two conditions where the handoffs are necessary. What are the two conditions where the handoffs are necessary but can't be made? The handoffs are necessary but can't be made. There are the one is the holes area where when the mobile unit is located at the signal strength hole with a cell but not at the boundary, so at the holes area, then what to do? In this case the cell must be kept in the old frequency channel only. It means the cell must continue in its old frequency channel only until the call has dropped off. Okay, there is no way because it is in the whole area weak signal spot. And the next case here we are discussing two conditions where the handoffs are necessary but can't be made. And the next one is when the mobile unit approaches the cell boundary but there are no channels in the new cell. There are no channels in the new cell, so what to do there? So in this case the new cell must reassign one of its frequency channels. The new cell site must reassign one of its frequency channel for a short period of time. For a short period of time. Okay, clear? This is about initiation of handoff, where we will study about unnecessary handoffs and failure handoffs and how to overcome these unnecessary handoffs, also called as early decision handoffs which are applied earlier, and failure handoffs, the handoffs which are applied too late. So we will give a conclusion point that these handoffs, we will avoid these unnecessary handoffs by mainly considering the delta value based on the path loss curve. Based on the delta value should be varied according to the path loss slope of the received signal strength. Clear? This is about initiation of handoff. Okay, thank you.